Greetings all, FerrariMan601 here. Yes, we're back in rFactor, and this is the Life L190, and I'm keenly aware that all of you are probably quite sick of seeing it by now, and I promise you that this is the final time that you're going to see it for quite some time, unless somehow by popular demand you all demand that it returns. However, in the spirit of reality, in the spirit of actually using a simulation to simulate something, we've been talking about this in the last couple of videos. Bruno Giacomelli's time in pre-qualifying in the 1990 San Marino Grand Prix, 7 minutes 16 seconds .212. That is 5 minutes 50 seconds off the pace set by Eric Bernard in the Lola Lamborghini of a 126.475, which is a reasonable lap time. As far as I'm aware, no video of that pre-qualifying session from San Marino exists. Therefore, we don't really know what it looked like for the Life L190 to trundle around Imola in nearly 7.5 minutes. The only information I've been able to find about that lap was that the car became stuck in third gear, and I imagine Giacomelli had a lot of problems keeping it running as he was going along there, particularly with the quite significant elevation change at the Imola circuit. So what I'd like to do today is attempt to simulate what that lap may have looked like. My best attempt at a reconstruction of that pre-qualifying lap at San Marino all those years ago. Yes, this is not going to be exciting, but maybe, just maybe, somewhat informative. Perhaps it deserves a place in the appendix of Formula One history. Anyway, to Imola, and for the slowest lap you're ever going to see on Ferrari Man 601. Welcome aboard the Life L190. Here we are at Imola as it was in 1990. It is a private test session. There are no other cars out on the circuit with us. However, what did that lap look like? As I said, we don't know. Bruno Giacomelli knows. Anybody who is still around from the Life team, if they ever want to show their faces in public again, they likely know. However, we don't know because I've not been able to find any footage of that pre-qualifying session from San Marino. Therefore, my best attempt at a reconstruction of Giacomelli's qualifying lap from Imola 1990. Let's get this thing fired up and figure out just maybe what this was. Alright, out into the pit lane. And the outlap I'm pretty certain we can do at a reasonable speed, only because we've only got a time for the actual timed lap, so we don't have a time on the outlap. Therefore, let's just get across the line and trip timing and scoring as quickly as possible. I have got the car trimmed out basically as it was in our race video. Of course, I have no idea what the actual car setup would have been. Let's just get it around to the line as quickly as we can. And of course, speed is a relative term whenever we're talking about this car, although I must say I was quite surprised in that race that we were able to be that competitive in qualifying. Alright, coming down the hill, situation normal. However, we have to get the thing stuck in 6th gear. Not 6th gear, 3rd gear, you know what I mean. I have no way to enable mechanical failures at will, so we're just going to put it in 3rd gear and keep it there. I don't know exactly at what point it became stuck in 3rd gear. So let's see here. Coming across the line, trying to shift, and it's stuck in gear. Yes, it is. Alright. So what happens when this car gets stuck in gear? Well, the revs go high, and then we can't obviously upshift to help the engine out. So we're going to have to back off the pace a lot to keep the engine from expiring prematurely. 130 clicks there or thereabout through the Tamburello corner. Watching the temperatures. Perhaps he was playing with the gearbox a little bit. Stuck in third gear. We can't do anything about it. Okay. So let's see. We've slowed down. We have to dip the clutch to keep the car from stalling, but we've also got to keep riding the clutch to try and keep the thing moving. Any sort of upgrade here, as you can see, is going to cause major difficulties. We've got to keep it rolling. Yellow flags are up, as you might expect. Yeah, this is... I can't stall it. Yeah, you understand the problem now. It's our temperature. Our temperatures are too high. Let's get it rolling. Come on, that's better. All right, we're rolling again. That's good. Man, just getting on the throttle, the engine is not picking up revs at all. There we go. Now, if you extrapolate the distance of the Imola circuit and you plug it in with the time, you realize that the average speed of this lap was about 22 miles per hour. So this is a problem, and we're going to have even more of a problem coming up because guess what? We've got to go very steeply uphill through Acqua Minerale, so yeah. Anyway, coming down the hill. Again, I have no footage to go off of. I don't know if he was able to just keep the clutch in and coast down the hills or what, but we've got a problem. Also, we have to account for the fact that there was probably traffic coming through. So he was going to have to jump off the road at times. We're just going to burn the clutch out at this rate. You see this very steep upgrade now. Oh dear. Alright, I think we've got it going. The clutch is cooked. Oh, that poor clutch. Look at the engine temp. Water temp there at 236. Oil temp at 247. This thing is overheating. Of course, these Formula 1 cars are apt to overheat when they go too slowly. We're up at almost 3.5 minutes. Yikes. I gotta get some air going through the radiators, otherwise we're gonna lose the engine. Come on. Alright. We're rolling. We are rolling. Also, I've got to wonder, since these cars, they didn't have internal starters, but they also didn't have all the hydraulic systems that the modern cars have. I wonder if he was able to shut it off to let it cool down a little bit, and then just bump start it as he had some momentum. Of course, bump starting in third gear at low speed might be impossible. We'll see. 248 degrees, water temp. Let's shut it down. Yeah, we're stuck in gear. So much fun. Just trying to let the thing cool off. Yes. Well, we've made it through sectors 1 and 2 okay. We bump started it again. Yeah, we dropped the water temp by a good 20 degrees or so. Lap time at 5 minutes now. Alright, we've got it idling now. Yeah. Watching the thermostat, watching the clock. 229 on the water temp. Let's see, what have we got? 5:35. Just trying to keep it rolling. I'm very certain that the clutch would have burned out by this point. There's 6 minutes. Oh yes, 6 minutes 12 seconds. It's our water temp, 236, 247 on the oil temp. Keep it rolling. All right, we're still rolling. 640, 642. Remember, our target is 7 minutes 16 seconds. We're coming through the final corner, on to start finish. We've got it rolling. All right, just idling it. 13, 14, 15, 16, 716, 769. That's slightly slower than Giacomelli's real-world time of 716.212, but that's close enough. We made it within half a second of the real-world time. That's what this lap looked like in all likelihood in the real L190. That's the first time that I have ever driven to a specific time on the stopwatch. And let's hope it's the last time as well. Now it looks like we're at warp speed doing 80 kilometers an hour. But anyway, that is, I guess, a little bit of a Formula One historical oddity. The slowest official lap time in history, in the slowest car ever to make it to a Grand Prix weekend. Recreated here, hopefully, doing some service to the Formula One historic community. Who knows? But as far as I'm aware, this is the closest we may ever come to seeing what that lap actually looked like. At this point, I would have to assume that the clutch is gone. The engine has probably burned off most of its water in the cooling system. So who knows? But anyway, that is a more realistic representation of what the Life L190 was capable of. And of course, that is pretty much exactly what it did do here at Imola in 1990. Recovering to the pit lane now. The only thing that remains for us to do in this car, well, we gotta blow it up. Because that's what this thing always did, and that's what it's known for, so see you later, L190. .230, 240, 13,000 RPM. There's the steam. Should let go any moment. And there it was. The L190 is no more. The W12 has departed this Earth in spectacular fashion, and this is the picture that everyone will always remember of this car in flames or belching smoke and steam at the side of the track, the driver running away and trying not to show his face to the cameras. That is what the L190 is remembered for, and it's also remembered for that fantastic lap time that it did in San Marino in 1990, 7:16.212. We've done a 7:16.759. Near as makes no difference because obviously we're not going to be setting any lap records in the positive direction, but I just wanted to see how close we could come to reconstructing that now mythical lap set all those years ago by Bruno Giacomelli. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. This is the last time you will see the Life L190 on my channel for quite some time anyway, unless you beg to differ about that and you make me drive this beast again. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that one. FerrariMan601 saying thank you very much for watching, and of course we will see you soon.